The Unspoken Chapters, Exploring Romantic Histories. Have you ever found yourself pondering the intricate tapestry of someone's past, particularly their romantic history, and how those experiences might subtly shape their present behavior and relationship dynamics? It's a natural human curiosity, this desire to understand the unseen chapters that have contributed to the person we see before us. While judging a book by its cover is rarely advisable, and equally so, assuming one knows all facets of someone by their apparent behaviors and tendencies is often inaccurate, we can still make insightful observations that are non-judgmental and help provide clarity. Love, loss, heartbreak, and joy, these are the universal experiences that mold us, leaving indelible marks on our hearts and minds, influencing how we approach relationships, how we trust, and how we love. In today's video, we're embarking on a journey of exploration, diving into 11 important signals that could suggest a complex romantic history in a woman. It's crucial to emphasize the word could because these signs are not definitive proof or absolute judgments. Rather, they are subtle indicators, potential clues that warrant further observation, understanding, and, most importantly, open and honest communication. We're not seeking to stereotype or generalize, but rather to provide a framework for understanding the potential influences that past experiences might have on a person's behavior. From subtle shifts in behavior to intriguing hints dropped in conversation, we'll delve into a range of signs that might surprise you, offering insights into the unspoken chapters of a woman's romantic past. But we're not just going to list these signs, we're going to explore them with empathy, understanding, and a commitment to fostering healthy and respectful relationships. This isn't about suspicion or judgment, it's about developing awareness, cultivating compassion, and approaching relationships with a deeper understanding of the complexities of human experience. By the end of this exploration, you'll have a new perspective on relationships, a heightened awareness of the subtle influences that past experiences can have, and a powerful framework for approaching these situations with sensitivity, understanding, and a commitment to open communication. You might be surprised by how much you can learn about someone by paying attention to these subtle signals, not to judge them or define them, but to understand them better and to build a stronger, more meaningful connection. This isn't about unraveling a mystery or solving a puzzle, it's about fostering empathy, promoting understanding, and approaching relationships with a heart full of compassion. 11 Subtle Signals and the Importance of Context. Number 1, she keeps her phone use secretive. One of the primary signs that might warrant further attention is how she manages her phone. In today's world, the smartphone has become an extension of ourselves, a digital repository of our thoughts, conversations, and connections. While a certain level of privacy is essential in any relationship, excessive secrecy about phone usage could be a warning sign, suggesting that she is concealing something or someone. You may notice that she keeps her phone close by, never leaving it unattended, even for a moment. This constant vigilance might indicate a fear of discovery, a concern that someone might stumble upon a message or notification that she doesn't want you to see. If you ask about her phone or try to glance at her screen, she may become defensive or anxious, further fueling your suspicions. This level of secrecy can indicate that she is concealing something or someone, maintaining connections with individuals from her past that she doesn't want you to know about. You might also observe that she quickly switches screens or closes apps whenever you're nearby, as if trying to hide something from your view. If she tends to take calls in private, stepping away from you to have a conversation, or avoids having her phone out when you're together, this can further fuel suspicion, suggesting that she is prioritizing her privacy over transparency in the relationship. Additionally, if she has multiple passwords and is reluctant to share them, even for practical reasons like accessing shared accounts, it can create a barrier to open communication, signaling a lack of trust or a desire to maintain a level of control over her personal information. While it's normal to value privacy, excessive secrecy may point to deeper issues, such as communication with others that she wishes to keep hidden, lingering connections from her past that she hasn't fully severed. However, it's crucial to emphasize that this sign should not be interpreted in isolation. There could be legitimate reasons for her behavior, such as a sensitive work project, a family matter that she's not yet ready to share, or simply a strong desire to maintain her personal space. The key is to recognize patterns and address them through open and honest discussions. Trust and transparency are vital in any relationship, and understanding these signs can help you tackle potential problems before they escalate. Approach the situation with empathy and understanding, expressing your concerns without being accusatory or judgmental. Open communication can clarify misunderstandings, alleviate anxieties, and build a stronger foundation of trust in the relationship. Number 2, her priorities shift, leaving you out. Another significant indicator that could suggest a complex romantic history is when her priorities change and you find yourself excluded from her plans. In a healthy relationship, partners should naturally weave each other into their lives, sharing their experiences, supporting each other's goals, and building a future together. However, if you start to notice that she makes decisions without considering your feelings, leaving you out of significant aspects of her life, this can be a major red flag, signaling a potential shift in her commitment to the relationship. For instance, she might start spending more time with friends, engaging in new activities that don't involve you, or prioritizing her career over your shared time together. This shift in focus can leave you feeling sidelined, making it seem like you are no longer a priority in her life. You might also notice that she makes significant life decisions, like moving cities, changing jobs, or taking on new hobbies, without discussing them with you, as if your opinion and input are no longer valued. In a committed relationship, these decisions should ideally involve some level of conversation, a collaborative process of weighing options and considering each other's needs and desires. If they don't, it might suggest that she's envisioning a future that doesn't include you, a possibility that can be deeply unsettling and painful. If you notice this change, it's crucial to have an open dialogue to understand why her priorities are shifting and how to address any underlying issues together. Approach the conversation with empathy and curiosity, expressing your feelings without being accusatory or judgmental. Explore the reasons behind her changing priorities, listening attentively to her perspective and validating her feelings, even if you don't agree with her choices. It's important to remember that people change and grow over time, and sometimes those changes can lead to a divergence in priorities. However, with open communication and a willingness to compromise, it's often possible to navigate these challenges and find a way to realign your goals and aspirations. If, however, her priorities continue to shift in a way that consistently excludes you, it may be a sign that she is no longer fully invested in the relationship, a realization that can be difficult to accept, but ultimately necessary for your own well-being. Number 3, she hesitates to introduce you to her friends. A telling sign that could indicate a complex romantic history is if she seems reluctant to introduce you to her friends. In a healthy relationship, meeting each other's friends is a natural progression, a sign that she values you and wants you to be part of her social circle. Introducing you to her friends is a way of integrating you into her life, showing that she is proud to be with you and wants to share her world with you. However, if she continually makes excuses or appears hesitant about introducing you, it might signal something deeper, a reluctance to fully integrate you into her life. For example, she might say that her friends wouldn't understand, claiming that they are too judgmental or that they wouldn't approve of your relationship. Or she might claim it's not the right time, citing various reasons why the introduction needs to be delayed, such as a busy schedule or an upcoming event that would be too stressful. While occasional delays are normal, persistent avoidance can indicate a desire to keep certain aspects of her life separate, possibly because she's hiding parts of her past or current activities, maintaining a distance between you and her social circle to avoid scrutiny or judgment. You may also find she prefers spending time with her friends without you, leading to feelings of isolation and questioning the seriousness of your relationship. This exclusion can create a sense of unease, making you wonder why she is so resistant to introducing you to the people who are closest to her. Understanding why she keeps you apart from her social circle is essential, and addressing this requires a thoughtful conversation. Approach the situation with empathy and curiosity, expressing your feelings without being accusatory or judgmental. Inquire about her reasons, listening attentively to her perspective and validating her feelings, even if you don't agree with her choices. Open communication can clarify misunderstandings and reveal if there's something more significant at play, such as past experiences with judgmental friends or a fear of social disapproval. It's important for both partners to feel included and valued in each other's lives, and if you're consistently excluded from her social circle, it's crucial to address the underlying issues and find a way to bridge the gap. Number 4, she's comfortable with physical intimacy. One noticeable indicator that could be a sign of a complex romantic history is her comfort level with physical intimacy. Being at ease with closeness can be a positive trait, indicating a healthy and open attitude toward sexuality, but it may also point to a history of numerous partners, suggesting that she has had ample opportunity to explore and develop her comfort level with physical intimacy. If she displays confidence and initiative in intimate situations from the start, it could suggest past experiences, providing her with a level of familiarity and expertise that is not typically found in someone with limited experience. For instance, she might initiate physical contact without hesitation, confidently leading the way in intimate encounters. Or she might demonstrate a high level of comfort in intimate settings, displaying a sense of ease and self-assurance that is both alluring and potentially revealing. While this is not inherently negative, it might signal that she has had considerable experience in such scenarios, a realization that can trigger feelings of insecurity or jealousy in some partners. You may also notice her openness to exploring new things in the bedroom, a willingness to experiment and push boundaries that can be both thrilling and revealing. This adventurous spirit can be a sign of sexual liberation, a desire to explore the full range of human experience, but it can also raise questions about the extent of her past explorations. However, it's crucial to understand the context behind this behavior, avoiding hasty judgments and embracing a more nuanced perspective. Having an open discussion about her comfort with physical intimacy can lead to better understanding, allowing you to explore her experiences and perspectives without making assumptions. Approach the topic with sensitivity and respect, focusing on fostering open communication instead of passing judgment. Ask her about her sexual history, not out of morbid curiosity, but out of a genuine desire to understand her better and to build a stronger connection. This approach can help build trust and strengthen your connection, ensuring both of you are aligned regarding the physical aspects of your relationship, and allowing you to explore your intimate connection with mutual respect and understanding. Number 5, she avoids talking about sexual health. Another significant sign to watch for is a lack of interest in discussing sexual health. Open discussions about sexual health are vital for any relationship, ensuring that both partners are informed and comfortable, and contributing to a healthy intimate life. Sharing information about your sexual history, discussing contraception options, and getting tested for sexually transmitted infections, STIs, are all essential steps in building a safe and responsible sexual relationship. If she consistently dodges these conversations, it can be concerning, suggesting a reluctance to address important health issues. You might find she changes the topic, deflecting the conversation with humor or vague responses. Or she might seem uncomfortable when you bring up subjects like contraception, STI, or sexual history, displaying signs of anxiety or unease. This avoidance can create barriers to trust and transparency in your relationship, hindering your ability to make informed decisions about your sexual health. Understanding why she is hesitant to discuss these important matters is essential, as her reluctance could stem from past negative experiences, such as a previous STI scare or a traumatic sexual encounter. Or it might indicate a lack of prioritization in these discussions, a belief that sexual health is not an important topic to address openly. Addressing this requires patience and understanding, approaching the situation with sensitivity and empathy. Aim to create a safe, non-judgmental space for these conversations, reassuring her that you are not there to judge her, but to support her in making healthy choices. Communicate that discussing sexual health is crucial for both of you, emphasizing the importance of informed consent, responsible decision-making, and mutual respect. By approaching the topic with care, you can help her feel more comfortable and open, ultimately strengthening your relationship and ensuring both partners are aligned when it comes to sexual health. Number 6, her stories are vague or inconsistent. Another sign to be aware of is if she frequently shares vague or inconsistent stories about her past. When someone recounts their life experiences, it's natural to expect some detail and consistency, a cohesive narrative that reflects their personal history. If her narratives often lack specifics or seem to change every time she tells them, it could raise a red flag, suggesting that she is not being entirely truthful or that she is trying to conceal certain aspects of her past. For example, when she discusses past relationships or social activities, the details may often be unclear or contradictory, making it difficult to piece together a coherent picture of her experiences. One day she might describe an event one way, only to provide a different version the next time, creating confusion and raising questions about the accuracy of her memories. This inconsistency can make it challenging to understand her true experiences and intentions, leading to feelings of mistrust and uncertainty in the relationship. The reasons behind this behavior can vary, ranging from innocent forgetfulness to more deliberate attempts to deceive. She may be trying to hide aspects of her past that she is ashamed of or embarrassed by, or she may feel uncomfortable sharing honest details due to past traumas or insecurities. In some cases, it might even suggest she is fabricating parts of her story to portray herself in a certain light, creating an idealized version of herself that doesn't align with reality. To address this, it's essential to foster an environment of trust and openness, encouraging her to be more forthcoming about her past experiences. Gently ask for clarifications when her stories don't align, expressing your curiosity without being accusatory or judgmental. And express that honesty is important to you, emphasizing the value of transparency and authenticity in the relationship. By encouraging open dialogue, you can help her feel more comfortable sharing her true experiences, leading to a stronger and more transparent relationship, built on a foundation of trust and mutual respect. Number 7, she keeps you at an emotional distance. A significant warning sign to notice is if she avoids emotional closeness. In a healthy relationship, emotional intimacy is just as crucial as physical intimacy, involving the sharing of feelings, thoughts, and experiences on a deeper level. It's about opening your heart to another person, allowing them to see your vulnerabilities, and trusting them with your innermost thoughts and desires. If she consistently keeps you at arm's length emotionally, it might indicate deeper issues or past traumas, preventing her from fully investing in the relationship. You might find she is hesitant to discuss her feelings or personal matters, often deflecting conversations that require emotional vulnerability or changing the subject when discussions become too personal. This behavior can make it difficult to connect on a deeper level, leaving you feeling distant and disconnected, as if you're only seeing a superficial version of her true self. There could be various reasons for this behavior, ranging from past hurts to deep-seated insecurities. She may have been hurt in previous relationships and is now wary of getting too close, fearing that she will be betrayed or abandoned again. Or she might not have had the chance to develop emotional intimacy skills, lacking the tools to navigate the complexities of emotional expression and connection. This barrier can hinder trust and connection in your relationship, preventing you from building a strong foundation of emotional support and understanding. Addressing this issue requires patience and understanding, approaching the situation with empathy and compassion. Encourage her to share her thoughts and feelings by creating a safe, non-judgmental space, assuring her that you are there to listen without judgment or criticism. Let her know you value her emotional well-being and want to understand her better, emphasizing the importance of emotional intimacy in building a strong and lasting relationship. Building emotional closeness takes time, but with consistent effort and open communication, you can enhance your connection and deepen your relationship, creating a safe and supportive space for both of you to share your innermost thoughts and feelings. Number 8, she compares you to her exes. One concerning sign that could indicate unresolved issues from past relationships is if she frequently compares you to her previous partners. While it's natural for past relationships to influence current ones, shaping our expectations and influencing our behavior, constant comparisons can be damaging and hurtful, creating tension and insecurity in the relationship. If she often references her exes, particularly in a way that makes you feel inadequate or judged, it can create a sense of competition and undermine your self-esteem. You may notice that she mentions how her exes handled certain situations, highlighting their strengths and subtly implying your shortcomings. Or she might highlight qualities in them that she feels you lack, making you feel like you're being measured against an impossible standard. Such comparisons can make you feel like you're being evaluated against someone else's standards, rather than appreciated for who you are, creating a sense of resentment and undermining your confidence. This behavior can also indicate that she hasn't fully moved on from her past relationships and may still have unresolved feelings or a lack of closure, clinging to idealized memories of her exes and failing to fully embrace the present. It's essential to address this issue openly, communicating your feelings without being accusatory or judgmental. Let her know how these comparisons affect you, expressing that they're impacting your self-esteem and the relationship, making you feel unappreciated and undervalued. Encourage her to focus on the present and appreciate the unique qualities that make your relationship special, emphasizing the importance of mutual respect, understanding, and acceptance. By fostering open communication and understanding, you can work together to leave the past behind and build a relationship based on mutual respect and appreciation, celebrating each other's strengths and supporting each other's growth. Number 9, she's preoccupied with her appearance. Another sign to be mindful of is if she is overly focused on her physical appearance. While it's normal to care about one's looks, an excessive preoccupation with appearance can sometimes point to deeper issues or insecurities, suggesting a need for external validation. If she dedicates significant time and energy to her looks, constantly striving for physical perfection, it may be a sign that she's seeking validation from others, potentially stemming from past relationships where physical attraction played a significant role. This pursuit of external validation can become a source of anxiety, driving her to constantly seek compliments and reassurance about her appearance. You might notice that she frequently discusses her appearance, obsessing over minor flaws and seeking constant compliments to boost her self-esteem. Or she might go to great lengths to impress others with her looks, spending excessive amounts of money on beauty products, cosmetic procedures, and designer clothing. This behavior can create feelings of insecurity and pressure within the relationship, making you feel like you're being constantly evaluated based on your appearance and creating an unhealthy dynamic centered around physical attraction. If her need for external validation is consistently evident, it might suggest that she's trying to compensate for past experiences where her worth was measured by her appearance, seeking to recreate a sense of control and security by conforming to societal beauty standards. To address this concern, it's essential to encourage healthy self-esteem and mutual appreciation within the relationship, shifting the focus away from external validation and towards inner worth. Compliment her sincerely, acknowledging her positive qualities and expressing your appreciation for her inner beauty. And remind her that her value extends beyond her looks, emphasizing her intelligence, her kindness, her sense of humor, and her other admirable traits. Discuss how confidence and self-acceptance are vital in a relationship, promoting a deeper connection based on understanding and support. By working together to build a foundation of self-worth and appreciation, you can enhance both your connection and individual confidence, creating a relationship that is based on genuine love, respect, and acceptance. Number 10, she exhibits jealous or possessive behavior. Another warning sign that could indicate unresolved issues from past relationships is if she displays jealousy or possessive behavior. While feelings of jealousy can be natural to some extent, particularly in the early stages of a relationship, if they are frequent or excessive, they can signal underlying insecurities or unresolved issues from past relationships, stemming from a fear of abandonment or betrayal. You might notice that she gets upset when you spend time with friends, particularly female friends, interpreting your social interactions as a threat to the relationship. Or when you engage with other women, even in casual situations, such as a brief conversation at a party, she might become visibly agitated, displaying signs of possessiveness and distrust. This behavior can create tension and conflict, leading to feelings of suffocation and a lack of freedom in the relationship, as if you're being constantly monitored and controlled. If she often questions your loyalty or tries to dictate who you can spend time with, setting strict rules about your social interactions, it may suggest that she is struggling with trust issues, possibly stemming from experiences where she felt betrayed or abandoned in the past. These trust issues can create a constant sense of unease, preventing her from fully relaxing and enjoying the relationship. To address this behavior, open communication is key, approaching the situation with empathy and understanding. Reassure her of your commitment, emphasizing your loyalty and your desire to build a strong and lasting relationship. And emphasize the importance of trust in a healthy relationship, explaining that trust is the foundation upon which all other aspects of the relationship are built. Encourage her to express her feelings and concerns, actively listening to her perspective without being dismissive or judgmental. And work together to establish healthy boundaries, defining the limits of acceptable behavior and creating a sense of security and predictability in the relationship. By fostering a sense of security and mutual respect, you can navigate jealousy and possessiveness effectively, creating a relationship that is based on trust, understanding, and mutual support. Number 11, she avoids future talk. The final sign to look for is if she frequently avoids discussions about the future. In a committed relationship, it's natural for partners to envision their future together, discussing plans, aspirations, and long-term goals. This future talk is a way of solidifying your commitment, aligning your goals, and building a shared vision for the future. However, if she consistently dodges these conversations or seems uncomfortable when you bring them up, it may indicate uncertainty or a reluctance to commit, suggesting that she is not fully invested in the relationship. You might notice she changes the subject, deflecting the conversation with humor or vague responses whenever you try to discuss future plans. Or offers vague responses when you ask about future plans, avoiding any specific commitments or timelines. This behavior can create feelings of anxiety and uncertainty in the relationship, leading you to question her commitment level and wonder if she sees a future with you. If she's unwilling to engage in discussions about the future, it might signal that she's not ready for a serious relationship, possibly due to unresolved issues from past relationships, or is still navigating feelings related to past experiences, preventing her from fully committing to the present. Addressing this issue requires patience and open communication, approaching the situation with empathy and understanding. Gently encourage her to share her thoughts and feelings about the future, creating a safe and supportive environment where she feels comfortable expressing her uncertainties. By fostering a supportive environment, you can help her feel more comfortable discussing her aspirations and clarify your relationship's direction, allowing her to explore her feelings and anxieties without feeling pressured or judged. Building a strong foundation for your future together can enhance trust and connection, allowing both of you to work toward shared goals and dreams, creating a relationship that is based on mutual commitment, understanding, and a shared vision for the future. Now, let's expand on these signs and add some critical nuances, because human behavior is rarely black and white, and context is paramount when interpreting these signals. Secretive phone use, beyond suspicion. While secretive phone use can be a red flag, it's essential to delve deeper into the why behind the behavior. Jumping to conclusions based solely on this sign is unfair and can damage trust. Consider these alternative explanations. Work confidentiality. She might be working on a sensitive project that requires her to keep communications private. Family matters. Perhaps she's dealing with a family emergency or a health issue she's not ready to share. Surprise planning. She might be planning a surprise party or gift and doesn't want to spoil it. Privacy preferences. Some people are simply more private than others and prefer to keep their phone activity to themselves. The key is to look for a pattern of secretive behavior combined with other warning signs. A single instance of privacy doesn't necessarily indicate infidelity or a hidden past. Observe her overall demeanor, her level of communication, and the general sense of trust in the relationship. If you're concerned, approach the situation with empathy and curiosity. Instead of accusing her, say something like, "I've noticed you've been very private with your phone lately, and I'm wondering if everything is okay. Is there anything you'd like to share?" This opens the door for honest communication without putting her on the defensive. Shifting priorities, evolution, not exclusion. People evolve. Their interests, goals, and priorities change over time. A shift in priorities doesn't automatically mean she's losing interest in you. It could signify personal growth. She might be pursuing a new hobby, taking a class, or focusing on her career to achieve personal growth. Stress management. She might be spending more time with friends or engaging in activities that help her manage stress. Reevaluation. She might be reevaluating her life goals and making changes to align with her values. The crucial factor is whether she's intentionally excluding you from her life or simply pursuing her own interests. If she's still making an effort to spend quality time with you, communicate, and involve you in her life, the shift in priorities might be a positive sign of personal growth. However, if she consistently cancels plans, avoids spending time with you, and makes decisions without considering your feelings, it's time to have an honest conversation about the future of the relationship. Hesitation with friends, social anxiety or past trauma. A reluctance to introduce you to her friends can be concerning, but it's important to consider her perspective. There might be legitimate reasons for her hesitation. Social anxiety. She might suffer from social anxiety and feel uncomfortable introducing you to her friends. Friend group dynamics. She might be worried about how her friends will react to you or vice versa. Past trauma. She might have had negative experiences in the past with introducing partners to her friends. Instead of pressuring her to introduce you to her friends, try to understand her reasons. Ask her about her friend group and express your interest in getting to know them. Be patient and supportive, and let her introduce you when she feels comfortable. Building a relationship with her friends can strengthen your connection with her and create a more inclusive social environment. Comfort with intimacy. A spectrum, not a judgment. A woman's comfort level with physical intimacy is highly personal and shouldn't be used to judge her past. Some people are naturally more open and comfortable with sexuality than others. This could be due to open-mindedness. She might have a liberal and accepting view of sexuality. Body positivity. She might be confident and comfortable in her own skin. Previous education. She might have had open and honest conversations about sex and intimacy. It's crucial to avoid making assumptions about her past based solely on her comfort with intimacy. Instead, focus on communication and mutual respect. Talk openly about your comfort levels, boundaries, and expectations. Create a safe and consensual space for physical intimacy, where both partners feel comfortable expressing their desires. Avoiding sexual health talks. Fear or lack of awareness. Avoiding discussions about sexual health can be concerning, but it's important to understand the underlying reasons. She might be avoiding these conversations due to past trauma. She might have experienced sexual trauma or abuse. Embarrassment. She might feel embarrassed or ashamed to talk about sexual health. Lack of knowledge. She might not be well informed about sexual health issues. Fear of judgment. She might be afraid of being judged for her sexual history. Approach these conversations with sensitivity and compassion. Create a safe and non-judgmental space for her to express her fears and concerns. Offer to educate her about sexual health issues and provide resources for support. Emphasize the importance of open and honest communication in building a healthy and responsible sexual relationship. Vague stories, forgetfulness, trauma, or deception. Inconsistent or vague stories can raise suspicions, but it's important to consider other possibilities. Poor memory. She might simply have a bad memory or struggle to recall details accurately. Trauma response. Traumatic memories can be fragmented and difficult to recall. Exaggeration. She might embellish stories to make them more interesting or humorous. Before jumping to conclusions about deception, try to understand the context behind her inconsistencies. Ask clarifying questions, but avoid being accusatory. If you suspect past trauma, be patient and supportive, and encourage her to seek professional help. Building trust and creating a safe space for her to share her experiences can help her feel more comfortable being honest about her past. Emotional distance, a defense mechanism, not rejection. Emotional distance can be a sign of past trauma, but it can also be a defense mechanism used to protect herself from getting hurt. She might be emotionally distant due to fear of vulnerability. She might be afraid of being vulnerable and opening herself up to pain. Attachment issues. She might have insecure attachment styles due to childhood experiences. Low self-esteem. She might feel unworthy of love and affection. Be patient and understanding, and avoid pressuring her to open up before she's ready. Create a safe and supportive environment where she feels comfortable expressing her emotions. Show her that you're trustworthy and reliable, and that you're there for her regardless of her past. Building emotional intimacy takes time and effort, but it's worth it to create a deep and meaningful connection. Comparisons to exes, insecurity or unrealistic expectations. Comparisons to exes are hurtful and can damage self-esteem. However, it's important to understand why she's making these comparisons. She might be making these comparisons due to unresolved feelings. She might still have unresolved feelings for her ex. Insecurity. She might be insecure about the relationship and seeking reassurance. Unrealistic expectations. She might have unrealistic expectations based on her past relationships. Communicate your feelings calmly and assertively. Let her know that these comparisons are hurtful and that you want to be appreciated for who you are. Encourage her to focus on the present relationship and let go of the past. Remind her that every relationship is different and that you're not her ex. Appearance obsession, seeking validation or self-care. An excessive focus on appearance can be a sign of insecurity, but it can also be a form of self-care. She might be obsessed with her appearance due to societal pressure. She might feel pressure to conform to unrealistic beauty standards. Low self-esteem. She might feel that her worth is tied to her appearance. Self-expression. She might enjoy experimenting with makeup, fashion, and hairstyles. Encourage her to develop a healthy sense of self-esteem that's not based solely on her appearance. Remind her that true beauty comes from within and that you appreciate her for who she is, not just what she looks like. Support her in finding activities that make her feel good about herself, such as exercise, hobbies, or creative pursuits. Jealousy and possessiveness. Trust issues or a need for reassurance. Jealousy and possessiveness can be red flags, but they can also stem from insecurity and a need for reassurance. She might be jealous or possessive due to past betrayal. She might have been betrayed in the past and have trust issues. Insecurity. She might feel insecure about the relationship and fear losing you. Low self-esteem. She might feel unworthy of your love and affection. Reassure her of your commitment and express your love and affection. Be patient and understanding, and encourage her to work through her trust issues. Communicate openly and honestly, and avoid giving her reasons to be jealous. Building trust takes time and effort, but it's essential for creating a healthy and secure relationship. Avoiding future talk, fear of commitment or uncertainty. Avoiding discussions about the future can be a sign of fear of commitment, but it can also be due to uncertainty or a lack of planning. She might be avoiding future talk due to fear of commitment. She might be afraid of committing to a long-term relationship. Uncertainty. She might be unsure about her own goals and aspirations. Past disappointment. She might have been disappointed in the past by failed relationships. Be patient and understanding, and avoid pressuring her to make commitments before she's ready. Communicate your own goals and aspirations, and express your desire to build a future together. Allow her to explore her feelings and anxieties without feeling pressured or judged. By creating a supportive and understanding environment, you can help her feel more comfortable discussing her future and clarify your relationship's direction. In conclusion, these 11 important signs can provide valuable insight into a woman's past romantic experiences, offering clues about the unspoken chapters that have shaped her present behavior and relationship dynamics. However, it's crucial to remember that these signs are not definitive proof or absolute judgments. They are subtle indicators, potential clues that warrant further observation, understanding, and, most importantly, open and honest communication. Recognizing these indicators is not about becoming a detective, uncovering secrets, or judging a person based on their past. It's about cultivating awareness, developing empathy, and approaching relationships with a deeper understanding of the complexities of human experience. If you notice these signs, approach the situation with empathy and care, avoiding accusatory language or judgmental attitudes. Honest discussions can strengthen your connection and help navigate any complexities that arise, fostering a relationship built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. It's essential to emphasize that everyone has a past, and those past experiences inevitably shape who we are today. The key is not to judge someone based on their past, but to understand how those experiences have influenced their present behavior and to work together to build a healthy and fulfilling future. Remember that building a successful relationship requires open communication, mutual respect, and a willingness to understand and accept each other for who we are, past, present, and future. This requires extending grace and patience, understanding the complexities of human nature, and focusing on building a future built on trust, honesty, and mutual understanding. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Your support helps us to create valuable resources for navigating the complexities of relationships and fostering personal growth. By subscribing, you'll gain access to a wealth of information, tips, and strategies for building stronger, more meaningful connections with the people in your life. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in the next video. And always remember to approach relationships with an open mind, a compassionate heart, and a commitment to building a strong foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding. These are the cornerstones of any successful and fulfilling partnership.